So it seems every day that there's a new protocol coming out that allows you to earn yield on Solana in a different kind of way, as well as a new airdrop to farm. So today we're going to be talking about that a new protocol called NX Finance. It's been around for a little bit, but I've just started to see it come up on my Twitter timeline more, so I thought it would be a great time to talk about it. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what NX Finance is and how it allows you to earn a higher yield on your JLP. We're going to talk about what JLP is a little bit. We're going to be talking about how the protocol works, like I said, and we're going to be talking about the airdrop they have going on right now and how you can become eligible for it. So NX Finance has a lot of stuff planned, but as of right now, there's 3 things that you can do. So you can get a higher yield on your JLP token, you can get a higher yield on USDC, and you can get more points on farming the Camino airdrop, which we're not going to focus on today. We're going to be focusing more on the JLP and the USDC side of things because I see a lot more people talking about it and asking questions about it. So for those of you who don't know what JLP is, it's basically the liquidity pool for the perpetual trading platform that Jupiter has, right? It's the biggest one on Solana right now. This is what it looks like. But yeah, the liquidity comes from people holding JLP, which is basically an index fund. You can see the coins in it. 64% Solana, 16% ETH, and then the rest in Bitcoin and stables. So right now, if you hold the JLP index token, you're getting a 78% APY. On top of obviously the profit that you could be potentially making for holding these tokens, for getting exposure to them. So what NX Finance does is it allows you to take up to a 5x leverage trade on your JLP, and then you can get a much higher yield, like something like 370% right now. So let's go ahead and launch the app and we'll walk through it. So when you first launch the app, it's going to take you to the leverage page. We're going to go over that first, and then we'll talk about the stable yield as well. So anytime you're using leverage, you're borrowing, right? Not a lot of people know this, but if you take a 10x leverage trade, it's pretty much you're putting your asset up as collateral. So you put Solana up as collateral, and then you borrow US dollars against it. You swap those US dollars for Solana, and then you loop it, right? So you use that borrowed Solana to lend more Solana, and then you keep lending and borrowing more until you have a really close liquidation price, and you're leveraged up. So that's basically what NX Finance is doing with JLP. It allows you to get more yield by utilizing lending and borrowing. So I'm going to explain the steps right here. So step 1, you deposit your JLP. Step 2, you use that JLP as collateral. Step 3, you borrow the asset. In this case, it's either USDT or USDC, and you swap that asset to JLP, leverage the JLP yield, and then repay the borrow interest. So it costs about 25% or 21% right now to borrow USDC or USDT, but you're utilizing that 78% APY in order to pay back that borrowing cost. So we'll get into the airdrop towards the end here, but before we move on, I just want to say I recommend you guys use your backpack wallet as opposed to any other Solana Web3 wallet, because they have a promotion going on with NX Finance. So if you are farming the airdrop, you'll get a 10% points boost just for using the backpack wallet. So all right, so I'm going to deposit my 10 JLP, and I'm only borrowing 28 cents here. You can see the health factor is at 100. If I do the maximum 5x leverage, the health factor is at 1.25. It's a bit of a confusing system. I feel like they could have made it a bit easier, but this is how the health factor works. So green is good, anything over 1.25, and then yellow is between 1.15 and 1.25, and then red is anything lower than 1.15. Yeah, so red basically means that you're liquidated. If you withdraw some money, you're going to have like a small liquidation, and then you're about to get liquidated for everything. So you can see when we have like maxed out 5x leverage, it starts off at a 1.25 health factor, but then price doesn't have to move very much for it to go down to that potential liquidation price. So I don't know, even if you use just 2x leverage, you're still getting 100% APY on your JLP. Your health factor is very healthy at 2, so you don't have to use a ton of leverage if you don't want to. Just something to note. Figured I'd show you guys how to get the best risk assessment. Then if we go over to the lending tab, you can see that there is an APR, a pretty good APR for USDC and USDT right now. Just to give you guys a comparison for the current market right now, we're sitting at like 8% for all stablecoin yields across Solana DeFi, and then we have 20% for the NX Finance pool because of everyone using borrowing these stables to leverage their JLP. All right, so now we're going to get into the airdrop. So they do have a point system that's already out. I assume they have a token that's launching in the future, and they also have teams. So it's a pretty cool gamified airdrop that we'll go over. This tweet is from Juicy or Jussie. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but guy makes great tweets. Check his Twitter out in the description. But he posted this little graphic detailing how the point system works. So any product on NX Finance will earn you points. Any kind of liquidity providing on there will earn you points. So a lender will earn 3 points per day per dollar lent. A borrower will earn 1 point per day per dollar borrowed. So basically, if you have USDC that you're lending, like we mentioned before, you'll earn 3 points per dollar per day. And then if you're a leverage trader, if you're borrowing the JLP, you will get 3 points per day per collateral, and then 1 point per day per the leverage or the borrowed amount of JLP that you have. So to become eligible for the airdrop, just go ahead and click this airdrop page. You'll get this loading screen. This is my page because I've already made an account and I've made a team. For you, you'll have to first follow NX Finance on Twitter. You'll have to join their Discord, and then you get the option to use somebody's link and join a team. So if you guys want to support me, go ahead and use my invite code, join my team. It's just Crane, Krane. So you can see they note in their docs when you refer someone, you'll get 10% of the points they earn. So you're not taking the points from them. Just say if they earn 1,000 points a day, you'll earn an extra 100 points a day yourself. And then it goes down a chain like this with a referral system. So if your friends refer their friends, you'll get a chunk out of that up until you're 3 people down the line. I'm not going to go over it anymore, but if it's still confusing, then you can check out this example or read the docs. I'll put them in the description. Anyways, guys, for today's video, thank you for watching till the end. I've been trying to come up with some new ideas for videos, try and keep things fresh, although I can just keep making a video all the time about new protocols. There's always new protocols getting built. But if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, anything you want me to make a video on, please let me know in the comments. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you. Take care.